Oh, hello, fellow Vehicle Sim fans. Welcome back to Korivak Vehicle Sims. I'm Marcus Korivak. Today, we're going to be playing SnowRunner. So, the last thing we had on our channel was MudRunner, and it's been so long since I recorded anything that a new game has actually come out in the Spin Tires, MudRunner, and now SnowRunner series. So, we're going to jump right in. As per usual with my channel, I've played a little bit already, so I know what I'm doing. So it's going to be part, introduction, and part just sort of like me giving pointers and tips and opinions. So when you first start the game, you're in Black River, Michigan, in the United States. It also has Alaska and a Russian level in the Timor, but that's much later. Welcome to Michigan. Thank you for joining our recovery and maintenance effort after the devastating flood. We need all the help available to repair the bridge that collapsed. It's our only link to the other side of the river. First, you need to find a watchtower to get a view of your surroundings. Then, you will have to find a truck capable of transporting the materials needed to repair the bridge. After the bridge is repaired, you will be able to reach your first garage. Right. Controls are all new. Not all new, but slightly new. So we have handbrake on R1. And throttle's right below it. And then, you look at the map. Your track objective always shows up here. Let's go find that watchtower. So I'll set a waypoint there. We can see that we're down this corner here at our house with our truck. Driving low gear. When driving on rough terrain, you can switch to low gear. It'll slow you down, but lower the risk of getting struck. Hold L1, which is the clutch, and move the right analog stick to the left to activate low gear. So that makes us move pretty slowly, but gives us a bit more torque. Driving, all-wheel drive. Your truck is all-wheel drive capable. The all-wheel drive will help out in the tough terrain, but will increase your fuel consumption. Hold L1 or clutch and press square to activate all-wheel drive. So that's on now. So now all of our tires will turn instead of just the rear tires. You should get off of low gear when you're back on normal terrain. So we're going to keep all-wheel drive on, but put it back into automatic. That gives us 5 gears to work through, and we'll automatically shift up and down. We're in second now. Third. Perfect. And now that we're on the road, we'll turn off all-wheel drive, and it'll just be rear-wheel drive again, which is fine. Makes us burn less gas because we're only driving half as many axles. So there's the bridge that collapsed over there. As usual for the series, driving on the road is very goosey and twitchy. It's clear it's not a priority compared to the driving in the mud, which is just the bread and butter of the series. Very easy to get into a string of overcorrections. Alright, so the road is washed out as well. Reading terrain. You will encounter different types of terrain such as road, dirt, mud, deep mud, water, rock slides, snow, and ice. Only the most experienced drivers with well-equipped vehicles can drive on any kind of terrain. When in doubt, there is no shame in avoiding danger. You can find out more about the different types of terrain in the codex from the options menu. So we're going to go around, which means that we're going to put on all-wheel drive again. And then this is the mud, so we're just going to go around. As per usual, the scout vehicles suffer in mud, at least at first. So the best thing to do is get up and around the worst of the muddy sections whenever possible. There we go, wash the tires off. Really trying to slam into this rock in the middle of the road. There we go. Perfect. Fuel station. You can refuel here or near any vehicle that may potentially carry fuel. Refueling is free, as are repairs. Try to refuel as often as possible. Only burned 5 liters on the way over, but we'll fill it up. Again, the best thing to do is to avoid the worst of the muddy sections by just going around them. Note the watchtower ahead. Such icons help you detect objective zones nearby that you can interact with. And there's the blue waypoint that we set. There we go. Watchtower discovered. Good job. You discovered your first watchtower. Discovering watchtowers will reveal parts of the map. To repair the bridge, you will need a bigger vehicle to transport materials. Open your map and look at your surroundings. Objective: find a truck capable of transporting the materials needed to repair the bridge. So all the watchtowers have these extremely short little videos that just give you a little lookout of what's around you. So we're up on a ridge behind the fuel station, and then down at the bottom of the hill we have the lumber mill, and there you have a truck. Marking your way. By pressing R2 you can place markers on your map to help you navigate to your objective. You can delete your last marker with L2 or clear the whole route by holding L2. Go ahead and plot a route now. So we're going to come here first, get to the bottom there, and then we're going to get over to there. Okay. And we're going to go carefully on this one. Ease down with the brakes. And then again, we are going to avoid going to the worst of the muddy section at the very bottom by going around it. Because the best mud is mud that you don't have to drive through. Perfect. There's the lumber mill. Bushtog lumber mill since 1875. Private property, no trespassing. Well, it's an emergency. The town is cut off, so we're going to do what we can. So we're going to drive into this campground. You have found your first highway truck. This truck is designed for roads, so there are no off-road options included. Try not to fall into the swamp or drive into deep mud with it. You can find out more about the different types of trucks in the codex available from the options menu. To enter the truck, open the functions menu by pressing up on the D-pad and select the change truck option. We are going to also stop our engine so it doesn't burn gas, because it definitely does burn gas while idling. Then go to change truck. Good. It's not the best truck for the job, but it will have to do. The company Steel River Township is waiting for you to repair the bridge. You can find contracts like this one in the map menu. Press. First, switch to the Context tab. Contracts are large objectives that take time and preparation to complete and are often require scouting the area first. Steel River Township. You can find a list of employers available in the current region of Michigan. They offer you contracts related to their activities. Let's see what Steel River Township proposes. Old Bridge Reconstruction. Some contracts are locked. You can check the details of the contracts to find out how to unlock them. Let's take a look at the Old Bridge Reconstruction contract. Great. You have a powerful vehicle for transporting heavier loads. The only problem is that we're cut off from the mainland. Rebuild the bridge so we can reach the garage and get a real contract. To complete this contract, you will need to do 2 objectives. They must be done in order. Let's accept the contract with over on the D-pad. Activate. Additional markers have appeared. The one in the town, supply boxes, is the storage facility where you will pick up the required cargo. The marker near the broken bridge, hat, the hard hat, indicates the delivery location. Let's check out the town storage. Now the other thing that's interesting here is that we need metal planks from the town storage, but we also need wooden planks from the lumber mill. And as we go over each of these, you can see where they're from. So you get this little up arrow where you can pick them up, and a down arrow where you need to drop them off. And with the wooden planks, there's an up arrow over here and over here. So what this is this is the lumber mill itself, and this is a already loaded trailer behind the lumber mill. Repairing the bridge. You are now ready to repair the bridge. This truck has space for cargo. Each truck, body, or trailer has different cargo capacity measured in slots. This truck is able to transport 2 slots of cargo. Objective: find the materials you need to repair the bridge and deliver them to the bridge building site. Handbrake off. Start the truck. Nice heavy throaty roar on that one. So we're actually going to cheat just a tiny bit and head over, first of all, to the lumber mill. Now we can load the truck from here, but since I've played around a little bit already and know a few things, I know that there is a loaded trailer back here. You can see it on the map. That's what the second up arrow, when you highlight the wood planks is. It shows you a second location, not only just the spawn point over there, but also there are loads on the map already, which saves you a bit of work. Not so much here because it's pretty close. But in some other cases it can save you a long trip. So always be on the lookout for extra things. Trailers. You may attach trailers found out in the wilds and use them for your liking. Trailer attachment is done from the function menu. You may be unable to attach for a variety of reasons, including distance, angle of approach, or available equipment. To attach a trailer, you should approach it with the tail end of your truck. After you're close enough, activate the functions menu with up on the D-pad and choose attach trailer. Once again, we're going to cheat ever so slightly, and we're going to instead winch the trailer. Because again, the best mud is the mud that you don't have to drive through. So we'll pull it a bit, and then we'll winch it up. New trailer discovered. Sideboard trailer. And you get 30 experience points for that. That should be close enough. And attach trailer. There we go. Now, we did not have to back into that mud, which is nice. Now, notice we're a little bit heavier now. It's actually not the optimal way of loading things because I don't have a lot of weight over my drive axles. And I'm pulling a lot of weight, so it's not the best way to do this, but I have a plan. Thank you, guys. Now I'm in 5th gear right now, which I'm probably not going to be able to sustain for forever going up this hill. Maybe it will. But what will happen is, if I ever struggle, it will shift down, and I'll get more torque. Well, I might actually just haul right on up here. Love this shooting dirt as this tires spin on dirt as each tire bites. Yeah, we stayed in 5th that whole way up there. Glorious. Vehicles over 40 feet prohibited. Sorry guys, it's an emergency. Doing it for the town. This truck is not the most nimble, so we'll do what we can to avoid crashing into anyone's houses. Both ways. Oh, nobody on Main Street. For this, we're going to swing real wide. I was nervous about this one Jeep here. There we go. Perfect. Cargo management. So, we can load up the metal planks. Metal beams, I think would be a better name for them. Anyways. Metal planks are versatile construction material typically used as load-bearing structure for buildings and infrastructure. They are often used in heavy industry and building machinery. There are a couple ways to load a selected cargo. Automatic loading provides a simple and fast way of loading without the use of a crane. Alright. You can also load them with a crane, but we don't currently have one. Goodbye, have a nice day. So cab view is much improved versus MudRunner, where they had these sort of like heads-up display dashes. Now we've got actual real dashes separately modeled for every vehicle. They are just glorious. As before, don't know when we're next going to be able to fuel up, so put 38 liters into it. Gallons, I suppose. We're in America, after all. Now, as long as you feather the throttle and are gentle on it, you'll typically stay in first or second, which is what you want for the not quite so paved and flat stretches. Beautiful. And then once again, the best mud is the mud you don't have to drive through, so we'll just skirt the edge. Try not to keep going too fast down this hill before our turn. Cargo management. Unloading cargo. When unloading cargo, you may be presented with different unloading options, as one cargo may be used to complete different objectives. While the current unloading area is used only to complete your current job, there may be others that are used in multiple contexts. Okay. Unload. That was easy. The bridge is on its way, but not there yet. To complete it, you should deliver another portion of cargo to the building site. The cargo you need is located on the local lumber mill, or back here in the trailer, because I brought it with me. Check the map to pinpoint the location of your possible routes. No, instead I'll just unload. New driver rank unlocked. When you get enough experience, you get a new driver rank. Every rank provides you with new options regarding vehicle and add-on purchasing. Objectives may also require you to reach a certain driver rank before they are unlocked. Press down on the D-pad to access your driver profile. Contract completed. $8,000. Well, ain't that beautiful? Just looks just like it did in the old days. Now you can leave the peninsula and reach the garage. Start looking for your next contract. Progression. Every contract you complete will provide you with money, and experience points, stars. Every watchtower discovered will reward you with experience, stars. XP allows you to unlock new driver ranks, necessary to unlock new vehicles and upgrades. You can track it from down. Bridge repaired. Great job. You repaired the bridge and completed your first contract. Now the town is reconnected to the rest of the region. Time to find the garage, which is now marked on the map. Objective: find the garage. Right, so we were stuck over here. Now we've got the bridge in place. It actually even shows up on the mini-map, which is cool. And we are going to go over here. So a little bit of a drive. About a kilometer. Here we go. Falling rock sign, which usually means, because of all the rains, we've had lots of rock slides. There's new rocks all over the place. Be prepared for the unexpected. So this is nice. There's some little signs here. Garage that way. Gas that way. We just filled up on gas and we're looking for the garage, so this way. 15 miles an hour. Watch out for rocks. There's the rocks. So not everything is paved. But this is only dirt, not mud. It's not wet. It's a nice dry brown. Over here, where it's a little bit darker, that's going to be muddy when we drive over it. And there's also a fallen log. Yeah, there's the mud. Sunk right into it on that side. So once again, you just ease up on the gas. Shifts us down into first. And before you know it, we start to roll again because it gets a little bit better drainage and it's not quite so wet. "15 miles an hour, falling rocks." So they have some problems with consistency on paving roads. There'll be a section that's paved, and a section that's dirt, and a section that's paved. So you wonder how they get paving equipment into the few little tiny sections that are paved. Another falling rock sign. Water over road. So we have a section where the water's washed out the road. It's not very deep, and it is still paved under the water, so it's excellent grip. Not a concern, as long as you don't fall down into that little dip going too quickly. That's the only real risk. And here we go. Truck services. This is going to be our new base of operations. Garage discovered. You discovered your first garage. What you have done so far is the meat of the game. Explore and discover watchtowers, complete contracts, and earn rewards. And find garages to improve or buy new vehicles. Now, let's go inside. So we're just going to detach the trailer and leave it here. Garage discovered. Contract completed. Get to the garage. You can use the garage to turn your truck into a real monster. The local swamps will be your new stomping ground. When you're ready, take on a contract and get yourself out there. The garage. The garage is used to store, upgrade, customize, and buy and sell vehicles, but also for traveling to other regions. You will have to find a garage in the location to unlock and use it. Not every location has a garage in it, so be sure to keep in mind where your closest garage is. This garage interface is all new for SnowRunner, and it's all very cool. Traveling. You don't have to complete everything in your current location before moving on to the next. Some interesting trucks or resources can only be found in other locations and regions. Let's do some traveling. Prepare your truck for transportation by using the retain function with square. Submenus. Okay. So what we're going to do here. This is your truck storage. You can put any vehicles from the garage slot into storage. You can deploy these stored vehicles back to the garage slots. So one of these is the first day DLC for the season pass, and the other is the pre-order bonus. I didn't technically pre-order, but I did buy this for like a couple bucks extra just for the sake of completion. So deploy that and then retain it. Your vehicle is now placed in truck storage. You are ready to travel. Go to the global map with triangle. As you can see, you are currently in Michigan. Let's go visit Alaska. Switch regions by pressing R1. You have access to one of these locations here. Let's get there and take a look. You have a garage waiting for you here. This is your primary base of operations for the time being. Let's get inside. Select the garage and enter it. And a refloating. North Point, Alaska. Northport, sorry. Alaska, USA. It's empty because your vehicle is still in storage. Go to truck storage to see how it works. Okay. You can deploy your retained vehicles from the storage. Alright, so we're going to deploy. Your vehicle has now been deployed. Now let's leave the garage and go and explore Alaska. Welcome to Alaska. Now you know the basics of the game. It's up to you to scout, accept contracts, upgrades, buy new vehicles, and conquer the wilderness. Completing contracts in Alaska might be tougher because of the weather conditions. If you want to be more prepared, you're free to come back to Michigan and explore Alaska later. Don't forget to scout uncharted areas, discover watchtowers, and run contracts from the map menu. That's adding a bunch of stuff for us to do back in Black River. For the time being. This is a little claustrophobic in here. Trailer store. This is the trailer store. Here you can buy and sell trailers. You need to transport any cargo. Perfect. Parking back in the garage. We'll leave him here in Alaska. Looks more like an Alaskan truck anyways. So global map. Back to Michigan. Back to Black River. And back to the garage. And we'll just bring the GMC back out of storage. There we go. Perfect. Notice your checked objective has changed. Yes. And that's basically a very brief introduction to SnowRunner. One thing I do want to do quickly, this box with the gear inside of it is an upgrade. Upgrades. You can find upgrades in the world. They may not apply to your current vehicle, but it will be useful for others. Find an upgrade, gives you a copy for free, and unlocks it in the customization store. Upgrade obtained. Engageable all-wheel drive. Not available for current truck. An all-wheel drive powertrain that can provide torque to all connected wheels on demand. Alright. You can check the whole list of applicable vehicles in the upgrade window. You can install the upgrade in your garage. So, this truck over here is got 6 flat tires, a broken gearbox, broken suspension, broken engine, and the fuel tank is full of holes. So, it's not going anywhere. It's a bit of a mess, but it's not an insurmountable problem. We'll just winch up to it, and we'll drag its flat tire having self over to here, release the winch. A parking brake, and as before, we're going to stop the engine before we change the truck to the Fleetstar and move to garage. Truck is fully repaired, fuel restored, 240 of 240 gallons. Perfect. That is a new truck all ready for us. One thing I'm going to just very quickly do: upgrades and customization. Here you can buy, sell, and equip different vehicle parts and upgrades directly affecting the performance and capabilities. So we got engine. The engine is the heart of your vehicle. The main characteristic of any engine is power. Powerful engines will provide you with sufficient speed and may help you traverse in tricky off-road terrain. Fuel consumption is also affected by your chosen engine. More powerful engines generally consume more fuel. Part integrity affects how much punishment the part may take before going out of order. So we've got one engine and then a couple of more powerful engines that are locked. Explore Michigan to find this item. Explore Alaska to find this one. Gearboxes are a supplementary mechanism providing you with more control over your speed and torque. Gearboxes generally affect fuel consumption and may affect off-road capabilities, providing you with low gears. Again, we've got the balanced one. High range is in Alaska. Off-road is in Michigan somewhere. So keep an eye out for that. Suspension. Suspension connects your vehicle to, or your wheels to the body of your vehicle. You may want to raise your suspension to help cross the most hostile of terrains like rocky hills and mountain roads. Lower suspensions perform better on flat surfaces. So we have stock and we have raised, which is somewhere in Michigan. Tires. While rims are just for visuals, your tires certainly are not. There are a number of tire types that affect your grip on a variety of road surfaces and also affect vehicle control. So right now we've got 3 different flavors of the regular tire stick, the highway tires. They are good on, or excellent on road, average off-road and poor in the mud. That's one of the main reasons why I keep avoiding mud wherever possible. And then everything else is locked for now. So we'll have to wait until later to put better tires on. So until then, we'll just have to play it smart and not get ourselves in somewhere where our smooth highway tires are going to be a problem. We've got a couple different winches, longer range, more advanced, extended rope length and an improved motor, and a high power winch. They're all locked aside from the stock for now. Differential lock, locking differential kit that provides considerable traction advantage over unlocked differential, making traversing uneven terrain easier. Basically, differential means that your tires spin at different rates, which normally is good on the road. But when you're in mud, it means that whichever tire starts spinning gets progressively more and more of your power until it's spinning wildly, and all your other ones are not getting any power at all. What you can do is you can lock the differential with the Diff Lock, and what that does is means all of your tires all move at exactly the same speed all the time. They all get an equal share of the power. So it's good in mud and other slippery conditions, or if one of your tires gets lifted up off the ground by a bump or a dip in the terrain. So that is excellent. Spare wheel, locked until rank 16, so that's going to be a while. Snorkel, short round cap snorkel that protects the engine from taking in water when crossing moors or shallow rivers. Don't need to worry about that too much because we're not going to go too deep with these tires. All-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. So we start stock with regular rear-wheel drive powertrain, which means that only our rear 4 tires have a drivetrain connected to them. Get the camera over there, you can see it. There it is towards the back. So what we can do, the thing that we just got for our upgrade slot, you can see it underneath the front bumper there as I switch back and forth, is we can get gaugeable all-wheel drive. So that gives the front wheels power as well. So we're going to put that on. We get one for free, as the tutorial told us, which is good. So now our rear 4 wheels will work normally, and then when we need a bit more, we can also put the 2 front wheels for 6-wheel drive. And then frame add-ons, there's a couple of different things. Some are locked, some are very expensive, but the one that we really want is going to be the saddles. They're both free. This is just the 5th wheel for connecting semi-trailers. The high one is for heavy semi-trailers, and the low one is the more common one. And it's free, so purchase $0. Perfect. And we've got no other options for rear bumpers. We have a $600 beacon for rooftop. We've got stock bumper, a couple of ones that are locked, and a slanted one that we can use. That looks pretty sharp. It's basically the heavy-duty pipe's bottom half, but shiny. Not exactly similar, though. I like that. We'll have that. And then that's one for just this truck. Some of them are shared between other trucks. Miscellaneous, we've got cabin protector, rank 13 to unlock, twin horn on top. Sure, we'll have that. This part is also suitable for another truck you own. So things like the fenders and the bumpers and the mud flaps will be specific to individual vehicles, and then things like the horns will work with other vehicles as well. External horns, that's locked until rank 9. Side thresholds, basically just this little step down here. We'll take those as well. And sun visor, we'll take that as well. So it just starts to make our truck look a little different. Rank 12 to get the slightly fancier version of with lights on it. Exhaust stock, heat shielded, and flat cap. rank 9 to get twin flat caps, so we're just going to stick with the one flat cap. I do just love the animation of it wiggling as the exhaust comes out, so we'll stick with that for now. And in terms of rims, bunch of different options. Go for these white ones. Perfect. Rims are free. There's no charge. You can just sort of switch between them to your heart's content. And then finally, a bunch of different colors. So for colors, there's a whole bunch of just the whole truck is one color. And then down at the bottom, after all white, you get a couple of different versions of the same pattern that you start with. So that one's the default one, and there's a couple different versions of it. I like this blue and white one because it matches the truck that you start with. Plus blue and white just looks sharp. Looks nice. White doors with the white rims as well. There we go. So there's our truck. New bumper, twin horns on top, side steps on the fuel tank, new color of paint, new white rims, and it's going to be a semi-trailer tractor, so it's got a fifth wheel on it. There we go. Parking brake off, lights on, and beautiful. So this one has all-wheel drive like our truck did, all 6, back 4, all 6, back 4, and also if you're in low gear you can put on differential lock as well, which also has front differential lock. I know in MudRunner certain vehicles did not have front diff lock on hardcore mode unless they actually had those for real. Like, there's no real distinction in this game, hardcore mode versus non-hardcore mode yet. So I get diff lock on all 6 driving wheels, which is a little unrealistic, but we'll take it. But we're on pavement right now, so we'll keep it in automatic with neither all-wheel drive nor diff lock turned on. And that will do it for now. We are going to be doing a bunch more with this game, but that is a good little introduction to what to expect.